Tonight, I'm going to give you the exact routine I wish every single cat owner did, a simple sequence you run in the last hour before bed that genuinely transforms your cat. Within about 2 weeks, it melts away their stress. It stops the 3 a.m. zoomies and the crying at your door. It fixes a surprising number of litter box and behavior problems. And it bonds your cat to you on a level most owners never reach. And here's the part that surprises people. It costs nothing. It takes about 10 minutes, and it works because it follows exactly how your cat's brain and body are wired. I'm a vet, and I've watched this one routine turn anxious, distant, up all night cats into calm, affectionate, deep sleeping companions. None of it is a gimmick. Every step maps onto your cat's deepest instincts, the ancient cycle of hunt, catch, eat, groom, and sleep that runs underneath everything they do. When you help them finish that cycle every night, their whole nervous system finally settles. It doesn't matter if you have a hyper young kitten, a grumpy senior, a single cat, or a whole household of them. This works because it's built on instincts every cat is born with. So stay with me right to the end because the steps build on each other. And the last couple are the ones that decide whether your cat sees you as just the person who fills the bowl or as the safe, trusted center of their entire world. Let's walk through it, step by step, exactly how to do each one, the quiet mistakes that ruin it, and what you should expect to see as the days go by. Here is step one. Step one is the foundation the whole routine is built on, 10 to 15 minutes of real play, and you do it right before their last meal. Now, here's why this matters so much. Your cat, no matter how cuddly and domesticated, is a predator, wired for a very specific loop, stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill. In the wild, a cat runs that loop dozens of times a day, but an indoor cat almost never gets to complete it. And all of that built-up hunting energy has to go somewhere. So it comes out sideways, as anxiety, as attacking your ankles, as over-grooming, as knocking things off the counter, and above all, as that explosive burst of energy at 3 in the morning that wakes the whole house. Here's how to tell your cat is starving for this. If they get the night crazies, pester you constantly, or pounce on your feet under the blanket, that is a cat whose hunt cycle is not being met. So let's fix it. Grab a wand, toy, a feather, or a fabric mouse on a string, not a laser pointer, and I'll explain why in a second. Then don't just wave it around randomly. Move it like real prey. Make it dart, freeze, hide behind the couch. Creep away from your cat, not toward them. Prey runs away. Let the tension build, and then let your cat actually catch it several times. That catch is the whole point. A cat that stalks and never catches just gets frustrated. And that's the big mistake with laser pointers. There's nothing to sink their claws into at the end, so they're left wound up instead of satisfied. If you must use a laser, finish by landing it on a physical toy or a treat they can pounce on, so the hunt ends in a real catch. For a high-energy young cat, 2 of these sessions a day works wonders. For an older cat, keep it gentle and shorter, but still do it. Senior cats need the mental stimulation just as much. Play until your cat starts to slow down, pant a little, and lose interest. That's the finish line. What you'll notice within a few nights is a cat that's calmer in the evenings and far less likely to detonate at dawn. Step 2 is deceptively simple, and it is the secret ingredient almost everyone leaves out. The moment the hunt ends, you feed them their last meal of the day. Here's the science. In nature, the sequence is hunt, then catch, then eat. The kill leads straight to the meal. They're biologically linked. So when you follow that play session with food, you're completing the circuit your cat's brain is expecting. And what happens next is beautiful and completely automatic. A cat that has hunted and eaten does exactly what a wild cat does. After a full belly, it grooms itself, and then it falls into a long, deep, satisfied sleep. This is why the play then feed 1 to 2 punch is the single most effective fix I know for a cat that wakes you up hungry at 5 in the morning. You are literally riding a million years of instinct instead of fighting it. A few practical notes. Make this the largest of their meals if your vet's feeding plan allows it, because a fuller stomach at night means a longer stretch of sleep and less dawn crying. Wet food is ideal here. It's closer to the moisture and protein of real prey, and it helps with the hydration we'll talk about later. If you have multiple cats, Feed them in separate spots, so nobody feels rushed or guarded. A stressed mealtime undoes the calm you just built. And if your cat is on a strict portion, don't add calories. Just shift the timing of the food you already give so the biggest portion lands at night. The common mistake here is free feeding, leaving a bowl of dry food out all day. When food is always available, it's just furniture. It means nothing. But a real meal, right after the hunt, at the same time every night, becomes an event your cat looks forward to, and you are the one who delivers it. That is where the bond really starts to build. Step 3 shifts from the body to the heart, the trust ritual. Once your cat has hunted, eaten, and started to relax, sit down near them, down on their level if you can, and give them a slow blink. Let your eyes drift softly, half closed, slow and gentle, then open them again. Here's what you're actually saying. In the cat world, eye contact is loaded. A hard, unblinking stare is what a rival or a predator does. It's a threat. So when you slowly close your eyes in front of your cat, you're sending the exact opposite message. I am so comfortable with you that I'll close my eyes in your presence. It is, in their language, a declaration of trust and affection. Some people call it a cat kiss. And the wonderful thing is, cats blink it back. There's even research from the University of Sussex showing cats are more likely to approach a person who slow blinks at them and more likely to blink back at that person. So try it tonight. Catch your cat's gaze, relax your whole face, and give one slow, lazy blink. Then look slightly away, staring right after, can undo it, and wait. A lot of cats will return it within a few seconds, and the first time yours does, you'll feel it. Talk to them too, low and calm. Cats learn the melody of your voice and it becomes a signal of safety. The mistake here is intensity, leaning in, reaching out, grabbing, forcing a cuddle. Don't. The entire power of this step is that you ask for nothing at all. You are simply being a calm, safe, predictable presence at the same time every night. This is especially powerful for shy or newly adopted cats, where hovering and pushing only sets them back. Do it consistently, and you become, in your cat's mind, the thing that means everything is okay. Step 4 is a few minutes of gentle brushing, and this one quietly does 3 important jobs at once. Take a soft brush and give your cat slow, calm strokes along the cheeks, under the chin, and down the back, always following the direction the fur grows. Job 1 is the bond. Closely bonded cats groom each other. It's called allogrooming, and it's reserved for family. When you brush your cat, you are speaking that same deep, instinctive language of belonging, and it measurably lowers their stress. Job 2 is health, in the most literal way. Brushing pulls out the loose hair your cat would otherwise swallow while self-grooming, which means far fewer hairballs, less vomiting, and less risk of a dangerous intestinal blockage. And it's a genuine lifesaver for older or overweight cats who can't reach to groom themselves well anymore. Job 3 might be the most valuable of all. This is your nightly health check. With your hands on your cat every single night, you will be the first to notice a new lump, a scab, a mat forming, a patch of missing fur, a flea, or a spot that makes them flinch in pain. Run your hands gently down each leg and check the paws and nails too. That early warning catches problems while they're small, cheap, and easy to treat, instead of finding them months too late. Now, some cats are touchy about brushing at first, so go slow, keep it short, and stick to the spots they enjoy. Cheeks and chin are almost universally loved, while the belly and the base of the tail often are not. And watch the tail. The second it starts to twitch or thump, you stop. That's the golden rule of touching a cat always end while they're still enjoying it, so they leave the session wanting a little more instead of feeling pushed past their limit. Step 5 takes about 30 seconds, but it protects your cat's health for years. Refresh their water and check the litter box. Let's start with water, because this is a silent, serious issue. Cats evolved from desert animals, and they have a naturally weak thirst drive in the wild. They got most of their water from fresh prey. Our cats, especially ones on dry food, live in a state of low-grade dehydration, and over the years that quietly overloads the kidneys and feeds the urinary problems that hospitalize so many cats. So give them clean, fresh water right before the quiet hours of the night. A few tricks that really work. Many cats drink far more from a pet water fountain because moving water triggers their instinct to drink. Keep the water bowl well away from the food bowl, which is another instinct from the wild, where water near a kill could be contaminated. And use a wide, shallow bowl so their sensitive whiskers aren't crammed against the sides. And know the warning signs that mean it's gone past home care and into an emergency. A cat straining in the box, crying, or making frequent trips with little coming out, especially a male cat, can be a blocked bladder, and that is a life-threatening emergency that needs a vet immediately. Then the litter box. A quick scoop before bed matters more than you'd think. Cats are meticulous, and a dirty box is the #1 reason a cat starts going outside it on your rug, your bed, your laundry. Follow the simple rule of 1 box per cat plus 1 extra. Keep them somewhere quiet. And a clean box at night means no midnight accidents and a calmer, more comfortable cat. 30 seconds of care tonight, paying dividends for years. Step 6 is the wind down, and it's how you seal everything you just did. In the last stretch before bed, start lowering the energy of the whole house. Dim the lights, keep things quiet, and crucially, no rough, overexciting play right before sleep. You want your cat coming down from the hunt, not getting wound back up. Then, make sure they have their safe sleep spot. A warm bed, a high perch, a covered nook, a quiet corner that is always reliably theirs. Here's the principle underneath all of this. Cats run on predictability. Their sense of safety comes almost entirely from knowing what happens next. A world that's the same every night is a world with no threats to scan for, and a cat with nothing to scan for is a cat that can finally fully relax. So when you end every single night with the same calm sequence, you're sending their nervous system one clear message over and over. You are safe, nothing bad is coming, you can rest. If your cat's anxiety runs high, a calming pheromone diffuser in their safe room can take the edge off. And keeping the routine steady even when life gets busy, travel, guests, a move is what carries them through the disruption. And this is where the real magic compounds. Do this exact routine night after night, and the routine itself becomes a comfort, a ritual your cat leans on. The anxious cat becomes settled. The distant cat becomes affectionate. The 3 a.m. terror sleeps through the night. Not because you trained it out of them, but because you finally gave them the one thing an indoor cat is quietly missing. A complete, predictable day, with you as the calm center of it. So there is your nightly routine, start to finish. A real hunt, a meal right after, a slow blink, a gentle brush, fresh water in a clean box, and a calm wind down into a safe sleep spot. 5 to 10 minutes, every night. Here's what I want you to do. Don't try to do all 6 perfectly on night 1. Start with just the first 2, the hunt and the meal, because those alone will fix most of the night waking and a lot of the anxiety. Then layer the rest in over the next week, 1 step at a time, until the whole sequence feels natural. Give it 2 weeks and watch your cat change right in front of you, calmer, healthier, sleeping through the night, and following you from room to room like you are the best thing that ever happened to them, because to them you will be. That is the quiet truth about cats. They don't bond with whoever owns them. They bond with whoever makes them feel safe. And you just became that person. Now tell me down in the comments, which step is your cat going to need the most? I read them, and I answer. And if this helped you see your cat a little more clearly, subscribe. Every week I show you how to understand what your cat is really telling you and how to become their favorite person in the world. Your cat will never say thank you, but trust me, they will show you. I'll see you tomorrow night.